I'm recording. Wow. I'm going to take that as a UR too, yeah?
Mm-hmm.
Hey, hello, and welcome to this week's... There was no countdown. Oh my gosh, the anarchy. Hello, and welcome to this week's Noted Podcast, where we talk about what we fucking want to talk about.
Yeah.
This week, this Monday, we're just, we're here. We're about it. Right, Daniel?
Yeah.
I have a question for you.
Mm-hmm. I have an answer. You go first, though.
Is cereal soup?
No. I feel like soup needs to be hot.
Why?
I feel
Why
like
not?
soup has to be hot for it to be soup. And cereals.
But there are soups that are cold.
No,
what is it then? Is it just broth?
I don't
broth is
believe
hot.
you that there's soup that are cold.
I'll look it up. Cold
I
soup.
don't believe cold soup exists. But yeah, no. Cereal is cold. Soup is hot. Let's see here.
No.
Cold. Okay, there is
No.
cold soup.
But like chicken noodle soup, it got nothing. It doesn't have. It's just chicken and water and noodles.
You know,
Is that cereal?
no. No. I refuse to live in a world where cereal is soup.
What's the best Wi-Fi name that you've ever seen?
Oh, I
Like the whole like hide your kids
yeah,
kind of thing?
so at work one time I had a lady who came in.
Oh, this is even better because you work at an internet place.
Yeah.
Okay, go.
I used to work the router desk, so customers would take routers into work to get them programmed. And this one lady was convinced that her ex-husband and his new girlfriend were hacking into her Wi-Fi and taking over all of her devices. And she was also convinced there was a van outside watching her and stealing her information from her Wi-Fi. So she told me to put her Wi-Fi name as Give My Information Back, and the other Wi-Fi name she wanted Give My Life Back.
Oh my gosh, that's so
sad. Dude, it was we tried.
You could write a book about that.
We tried really hard to tell her that's not what's happening, but she did not want to listen.
Is a hot dog a sandwich?
I want to say no because the bun isn't like.
Because it wraps.
Yeah, I feel like a sandwich is.
So is a burger a sandwich?
It's sandwich adjacent, but because you're using hamburger buns, not bread.
Okay, so it really just comes down to if it uses buns or bread.
Yeah, at least that's how my brain.
That's what classifies a sandwich as bread or buns.
That's how my brain thinks about it. Yeah, that's what I think is what classifies it.
Okay. I like that. I can see that.
I mean,
but what about like a Philly cheesesteak sandwich?
Oh, I guess, and you also have like sub
sandwiches. like Subway sandwiches and like Quiznos sandwiches. Those wrap, but they're sandwiches. Are those hot dogs?
No.
Are you sure?
Yeah, because they don't have hot dogs in them.
You don't know that.
I mean, I do know that. I've eaten these. Yeah, no, that is... You're breaking my conception of food, and I don't appreciate it.
You're welcome.
What else you got for me? If you can't tell,
oh, dude, I have a million questions for Daniel.
Yeah, I have no clue what any of these are, and it's just rapid fire.
I have a list of 69 questions.
Oh, fuck. Okay.
Yes.
Continue.
MwHAHAHA. What's the best type of cheese?
Pepper jack.
Nacho cheese, bitch.
Fuck off.
Sorry, that's okay. What did you say?
I was gonna say pepper jack or blue cheese.
Ooh, dude. Safeway sells a ghost pepper cheese.
Ooh.
At least the Safeway that I shop at sells a ghost pepper cheese.
Yeah.
I bought it with the intentions of like, this should melt my face off. I bought it for the intentions of this to melt my face off.
And it didn't?
It tastes like pepper jack cheese.
Oh,
It was the biggest letdown that I have had in the last, like, the biggest letdown of my life in the last month has been cheese.
Hey, that's a good life.
No, it's not. I love cheese, and it let me down.
I'm just saying, if in the last month the biggest letdown of your life has been cheese, then stuff is going well.
No, just of recent months. Yeah. How many chickens do you think could kill an elephant?
I'm gonna be honest. At least you'll probably need like 20, maybe like I'm gonna say like 40. So then you have 10 chickens per foot to peck out its ankles until the elephant collapses on itself.
You only think 40?
Yeah, dude.
My brain went like 300 max.
300? No, dude.
Yeah, dude. Because like you have 40, it takes like one rampage of the elephant to just like freak out and they're all dead.
Yeah, but
because it just stomps all of them.
You know how hard chickens are to catch, dude? Honestly,
Do you know how
I don't
big
think
elephant feet are.
Yeah, elephants are big, but chickens are elusive as fuck, dude.
But
Maybe...
it's just gotta jump and stomp around for like 30 seconds, and it's got at least half of them dead.
Oh, maybe one or two, but those chickens are gonna get away from that easy, bro.
But like, if the chickens have a mission to kill, like that's its only mission is to just like attack this elephant, I feel like there'd need to be more than 10 per leg.
I don't know, dude. Chickens peck.
Oh no, I know. I've been chased by chickens,
dude,
and like they're terrifying,
dude.
They're birds. They're demons.
I would say at least 40, if not 80. I will say I do agree that you might be able to get a rampage off and like kill a couple, but maybe I would say 80 is I'm very confident with 80.
You think 80 chickens could kill an elephant?
Very confident. 20 chickens per leg? Oh, easy.
Yeah.
Easy.
Oh, I have another similar one to this question. So there's this like YouTube page / like social Instagram kind of page.
Mm-hmm.
It's called like ask the internet questions.
Mm-hmm.
And this is not what we're reading from. I'm not going to tell you where I'm reading these from because then you'll find it and then you'll anywho, so they ask one question that's like super similar to this, but it's like, how many children do you think it would take to take you down, and all you're armed is with a bat?
What age of children though? Are we talking about?
I think they say they're like 10.
They're 10? 10-year-olds?
Like, how many 10-year-olds could you take out before they get you?
Oh, I mean...
And you're only armed with a bat.
A bat? I mean, that's all you need.
It's a really fucked up question.
At least 100.
You think you could murk 100 10-year-olds before they overtake you?
Dude, you have a bat. You already have height. You already have reach, and now you're giving me a bat.
I don't know about height, man. I'm pretty short.
Okay, well, this is about me. Sorry that you're the size of a 10-year-old, but
I'm not the size of a 10-year-old. People are just big. I'm 5'8". I'm not that short. I'm short.
You're not 10-year-old short, no. But like,
that's a lie. There are 10-year-olds taller than me. And I know that for a fact.
Eric, thinking back to the 10-year-old he saw on the street the other day that was 6'2".
What are you talking about? The other day? I don't go outside. I work a night job. What inanimate object do you wish that could come to life?
See, there's a couple ways you can take this. You can take this like the horrifying way, or you can take this like the funny way, like I want to be best friends with it. Like, if you wanted to go the horrifying way, imagine what a shoe's seen. Like, a shoe is
my brain went darker, but yeah.
Imagine,
I did not think you were going with a shoe.
There's a lot of places you could go with it, and you could get raunchy on like purpose. But I'm trying to stick away from like sex toys. He said,
"I have family. Let's go to list."
Yeah, exactly. But think about it. Even something as simple as a shoe, it's stuffed with a foot in it the whole time. And then on top of it, it's being slammed onto the ground. It steps on so many things that are gross, and it sees everything from the ground. The ground's gross, bro.
Oh, I'm aware.
I wouldn't... I wouldn't mind seeing like some piercings talk, like if someone's gauges became alive, them screaming from their ears.
Oh, dude, that would hurt too. Like
So
the
funny.
person, because like the I'm assuming the gauge would be the mouth, and so like the gauge would just like shrink and then like scream, so the person's ear would like, that hurt.
Yeah.
Toilet paper, over or under?
Over or under?
Yeah.
Like what do you
like from the front or from the back?
Oh.
Toilet paper.
Oh.
Like when you put it on the rolly insert reloading thing. Do you have the toilet paper come from the back or from the front?
Front, because if you get it from the back, you're just trying to make people struggle. You're being inconsiderate.
You're right.
Ooh, I have a question for you. Do you?
No, that's not how this game works. What's the strangest place you've ever urinated?
Oh, just a couple weeks ago, I got really drunk and went into an alley and peed in an alley behind a warehouse.
Oh, behind a where?
A warehouse.
Oh gosh, bro, that's like a moment away from.
I'm away, dude. In my back of my mind, I'm like, this is how I'm gonna get like thrown in jail for public
decency.
Public indecency. Yeah, but like we're just gonna do it.
What would be the coolest animal to scale up to a horse's size?
Dude, imagine. Okay, I don't know if this would be the coolest, but this would be very interesting. Imagine if flying squirrels were the size of horses. That would be so.
That would revolutionize. That would revolutionize transportation.
Dude, imagine flying squirrels.
Dude, we would literally build giant artificial trees. We would turn into the Avatar people from Avatar.
We would ride them. Yeah, we would build like launch pads off of every building to fly from building to building on. Dude, imagine that, bro. You're walking and you just see a big shadow over you and it's just a flying squirrel.
It's just and it still makes like the noises, like the little like noises.
Yeah, the little squirrel noises.
Dude, okay, if animals could talk, which animal do you think would be the rudest?
Geese. Hands down.
Geese?
Geese.
My brain instantly goes to like a groundhog.
They would be assholes for sure. But I feel like a groundhog would be an asshole if you stepped into their territory, but if you leave them alone, they won't say anything. I feel like geese would just go out of their way to bitch at you. I feel like geese are the Karens of the animal kingdom.
Yeah, facts. They'd be like, "I'm elegant. Step the fuck off."
Yeah, dude. Ugh.
Oh, that'd be so funny. That'd be a weird one. What movie when you were a kid scared you the most?
Oh, dude. Okay, so
like what part of a kid's movie? Like,
yeah,
because of course you were a kid, so you were watching kids movies. But like, which one like scarred you?
James and the Giant Peach.
Ooh, yeah. I think that's a pretty common one, honestly.
I hate that movie still to this day. As a kid, I watched it when I was like, probably 8, or maybe 7, and probably like closer to 7. And it was the two like aunts or whatever, the people that watched the kid, like the older ladies who were chasing him.
So scary,
dude. They're terrifying.
They were more terrifying than the insects that came alive.
Dude, my brain totally blocked out that whole movie, but the only thing that still pierces through is their faces.
Yeah.
I hate that movie.
Dude, that's no.
Mm-mm.
What are the unwritten rules? Oh no, I can't ask that because I was gonna say what are some unwritten rules of where you work, but you work at an internet place, so that might be terrifying. What if she actually was getting spied on? Dun dun dun.
So we've debated that at work because we've talked about this customer before, and there was one time where there was a customer who we all thought was just kind of being crazy, but actually had stuff going on, and so like We try not to. We anytime we have a customer like legitimately scared about their security, we try to take it seriously. But there's a difference between like, hey, is my router compromised? Can we change my router password? Can you make sure all the security on it's clear? Do you is there like any devices connected to it to like they can see my Wi-Fi so they have my social security number. You know, like there's some leaps in judgment there.
Yeah.
But the unwritten rule is the customer is always wrong.
The unwritten.
And that's not in like to be like, oh, the customer's always wrong in like a
no, it's just
service.
to make sure that it's like that you're really making sure that the customer is like well helped. Yes.
Yeah, well, it's purely because I work in the specific, because there's lots of different aspects of my job, like of the business I work at. And in the customer service sales department, that is not the mindset they have, that the customer always lies specifically is the phrase we use. That doesn't work there. But when we are in tech support where we troubleshoot, we just assume you're always lying even if you don't mean to. Because
it's because they just don't know what they're doing or like talking about.
Yeah, because the amount of times I've been told everything's plugged in, 40 minutes later I had them check the cabling to their router and it was all unplugged.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, the amount of times it's been plugged in, I've done everything you're telling me to do, and then it's not. It's insane. So, in the most polite way possible, the customer always lies.
Yeah, and that makes sense.
Yeah.
What is the most regrettable outfit you've ever wore? I know that you love like your fashion and your like outward like presentation. So what is the outfit that you wore and then you were just like, I look like a fucking goon. Like you just hated it, but you had to keep wearing it.
I have 3.
Ooh, rough.
So we're gonna start from younger ages building up, okay?
Okay.
So in middle school, I wore jorts all the time.
Jorts?
Yes.
What are jorts?
Jean shorts.
Ooh.
Yeah. I wore jorts
that hurts.
and oversized t-shirt
that hurts.
And like and it's just and scruffy hair. I had like Bieber hair.
That screams population. Dude, 300.
Dude, I had like Bieber hair, but if Bieber's hair was curly, so it just was it was curly bowl cut, and it didn't look good. And that was
rough.
that was in 7th grade. So I give me a pass for that because I was still learning. I was still learning. And then in like 9th grade, I wore an all red outfit. I had red skinny jeans, red shoes, red shirt, and a red hat.
Rough.
But the difference was they were all different shades of red.
So you just look like a pastel.
Like,
like a pastel palette of just death.
I looked like the color selection option in a Skyrim game. Like
rough. That's rough.
And then but that was in like 9th grade, and the most recent fashion mishap was back in 2019. I went to a 3-day festival, and when I was at Base Canyon, this festival in Washington at the Gorge, it was my first time ever being to a concert, and specifically my first time ever being to a festival. I've never been to anything like that. And I knew I needed to bring shoes, but I was rushing packing, and I forgot to pack shoes because I was just going to wear flip-flops day 1 and then put on shoes the rest. Well, I didn't pack shoes. I forgot to put my shoes in my bag, so I just had to wear flip-flops the whole day. And when I say the whole day, I mean the whole weekend. The whole 3 days I was there, I was in flip-flops. And it hurt after day 1. My feet hurt so bad because I was in the pit, so people were stomping on my feet too.
Yeah.
And I was on my feet all day.
I'm surprised you didn't break a toe there.
Oh, I'm surprised I didn't break a toe either. My feet, like, I got stomped on a lot, but they didn't bleed or anything. It just hurt.
Damn.
But like my feet hurt more from walking around and in the sun beating on them. That days 2, 3, because we got there early Thursday. And then there was Friday, Saturday, Sunday. So for the 4 days, days 2 through 4, I wore socks and sandals, which is a sin I said I would never wear. But for the fact I needed my feet to survive 4 days, I wore socks and sandals.
Said I need protection.
Dude. It made a huge difference. Socks and flip-flops, because I packed socks because I thought I was going to be wearing shoes. Socks and flip-flops were my only survival. But
Dude, you were that guy.
I was that guy.
You were that guy. Yep.
And I was wearing that and then like skinny jeans and my Akatsuki tank top, and
Akatsuki.
Wasn't my proudest fashion moment.
Yeah, but it's okay. You know, you were at a festival. It's like, it doesn't matter.
Exactly, and I got more compliments about that tank top than anything else in my outfit, and I actually tried really hard.
They saw the tank top and then never looked down.
Yeah, no, 100% what happened.
Yep. Yep.
You'll be surprised how many ravers are weebs.
Oh, all of them?
Yeah.
Who do you know that reminds you of a TV show character or a character from a movie or a TV show? Do you know anybody who's like, you meet them or like talk to them and you hang out with them and you're like, oh, this person reminds me of this?
Ooh, okay. So I'm not gonna say the person, but I have a coworker who's like Dwight.
That's awesome. Since you love that show, that makes sense.
Yeah, Dwight from The Office. It does not matter what conversation is happening. Does not matter who is involved in the conversation. If you say something factually incorrect, he'll just pop up and be like he doesn't say correction, but he might as well say correction because he's like, well, actually, and then he'll say the fact and just correct you from across the room.
Does this person actually all the time? Yes.
Pretty much, yeah.
Nice.
And is like constantly spitting like random facts everywhere. They don't work Beat Farm. They're definitely not all Dwight, because Dwight is a personality turned to 100. But the aspect of Dwight who's like uber logical and doesn't necessarily understand social cues and is super factual and obsessive, that's him.
Hey.
Yeah.
If you were to be transported 400 years into the past with no clothes or anything to verify that you are 400 years from the future,
okay,
how would you convince people? Give me your argument. I'm 400-year-old Neanderthal Eric. Like, convince me you're 400 years from the future.
Go. Okay, well, are you in a okay, I need a little
400 years in the past. It's
400 years in the past. So it's 1600.
It's 19.
I know, I was about to say 1960. No, okay,
it's 1622.
1622. Okay, let me take a look here.
And you just popped in to, we'll say, England, because they speak English.
Okay, I was gonna be like, am I being popped into 1622 Native America? Because if North America,
you'll die instantly. You die.
Let's see here.
No, you randomly pop into Big Ben, like the England place. London, 1622.
Oh,
completely naked.
Yeah,
no form of identification or anything that would. You just look like a crazy naked nut running around trying to convince people that you're from the future. How do you do it?
Well, I don't know a ton about this specific time in history, or I would start naming facts that I shouldn't know. I think the first thing I'd try to show them, I think I'd make a potato clock. A potato light. Yeah, I think that.
Do you actually know how to do that?
Oh, it's super easy. I mean,
but do you actually know how to do that?
Yeah, it's just some wires and potatoes, and yeah, it's not that hard. I've seen it happen a couple times. There's kits for it. I mean, if you sent me back there right now, I probably couldn't do it. I don't know how I would.
Because electricity wasn't made until 1752.
Yeah. Well,
so you'd be fucked.
I would have to. I think the biggest issue with it wouldn't actually be making the potato clock itself, making it happen, making electricity out of the potato. I think the hardest part would actually be making the wires and the materials to make it happen. that would be the hardest part, because that stuff wouldn't be readily available to me. I'd probably tell them about North America. Yeah, that's probably what I would do. Because 16.
Are you trying to tell me
I'd start colonialism early?
You would become Christopher Columbus, Daniel?
I wouldn't rape and pillage.
Is that what we're talking about now for the next hour? Is how you want to mass? No, I'm kidding. I'm kidding.
Okay, actually, it wouldn't even work. Christopher Columbus discovered America in 1942.
1942?
Sorry, 1492. My dyslexia kicked in. 1492. Other way around. So that wouldn't even work.
Dude, America's so young, man.
Dude, I don't know if I could convince people I was from the future.
No, you'd probably be like hung as a witch.
Yeah.
This man's a warlock.
I will say,
he's crazy.
To pivot that question, instead of trying to convince people how I'm from the future, this is what I would do to make do in that time. You know what I mean? Like, to survive in the 1600s.
Oh, okay. I'll accept it. Changing the game, but I'll accept it.
I would take my high school diploma and turn that into...
No, you don't have anything with you.
I know. I'm talking about the knowledge I learned in high school. The high school diploma I was
Daniel,
awarded.
you didn't learn anything. No,
and and use that basic arithmetic and understanding of science and math and become one of the
You'd
great...
become the new Isaac Newton.
Damn fucking straight I would, dude.
Yep. Dude, I could do algebra. Makes everybody hate themselves instantly.
Oh, I would
actually, what you need to do is solve for x.
Oh.
Fuck you, man.
Why is there letters involved here? I wonder, when did the Black Plague happen?
I would change math forever.
Oh yeah, I'd probably make math harder or worse.
No, I would hate you.
I don't, dude. Yeah, I'd probably just be like, boil your water, folks. Like, boil your water. Don't eat that. Wash your hands.
No, dude, no. Hey, let's make irrigation so we're not dumping our shit
in the streets
out of windows.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Well, luckily, you popped me into the 1600s. The Black Plague happened 300 years beforehand. They've learned their lesson.
Jamestown Massacre happened in 1622, which is in America.
Yeah.
So you could stop that.
Oh, that is true. Because it's 400 years ago.
America's a thing, dude. You're peak slavery right there.
Oh, fuck yeah.
Peak. Horrible America.
Okay. I will say, I just responded to fuck yeah to you saying peak slavery. I'm not saying yes to that. I'm saying fuck yeah because I know American history.
Nope, Daniel, I'm editing this video. You totally just said that. Peak slavery. Fuck yeah.
I could use my knowledge of American history to become... What's the next question? Moving on.
What are some fairy tales that would be... Sorry. What would some fairy tales be like if they took place in present day with modern technology? So like, let's take like Hansel and Gretel. Instead of like finding the witch's house, they find a trap house and they do drugs. And that's how they die. Like that.
The Little Red Riding Hood would be kidnapped into child sex trafficking.
Oh,
that's what would happen.
Yeah, that's horrible. Yeah. We went from slavery to sex trafficking.
Dude, all these childhood fairy tales are pretty much based off of Grimm tales, which are already fucked up.
Which are already messed up.
And now we're making them modern.
If you were a mad scientist, what specific experiment would you run if money and ethics were not an issue?
money and ethics were not an issue. I learned how to make robo penises into a thing. Install.
Daniel, you have family listening to this.
I have my aunt and my brother. No one else listens.
If someone asked you to apprentice them, like you are the master, what would you teach them?
Someone's my fuck, dude.
Like you're the master. Someone's like, I want you to be the master, and now you have like a Padawan.
Yeah, I have a Padawan.
What do you teach them at the ripe age of 22?
Yeah, I'm 22.
Thank you.
I'm gonna be honest. 18-year-old Daniel probably could have taught him better than me. I had a lot of unearned confidence back then. Now I just have a lot of indecision.
Hey.
I'd probably teach him how to take a nice bong rip. I'd teach him how to do what is it called? A French inhale. Teach him how to make some crystal wire wrap.
I deadass thought you were gonna say crystal meth.
Crystal meth.
I watched Breaking Bad.
I'll teach him how to make jewelry. And the number one thing I teach him is you never need to actually win a debate. You just need to win everyone around you over. Yeah.
Also correct.
Yep.
I watch politics.
Mm-hmm.
What is the creepiest thing you've ever said to a stranger while passing?
Oh, let me go into the tank because I love talking to strangers. I know it's weird. I just love talking to strangers. It makes me happy, giggle.
Yeah.
I don't know what the creepiest thing it is, but what
like the most embarrassing or awkward, just like anything that falls under the lines of like this person's a stranger, I probably shouldn't have said that. Or like TMI to a stranger.
I'm pretty I don't think I've ever really been in like, at least if I have, I feel like I've buried it deep down. Like stranger. I do know. I had like when I was a kid, I went camping and I went camping with my friend and his cousins were there, and I had a crush on one of his cousins, and her brother figured out and he yelled at me, but like that's not really like strangers and it's embarrassing, but that's just basic like 12-year-olds being 12-year-olds.
That's just called hormones.
Yeah. I would say the closest thing to answering this is, so I'll go, this is probably really weird from the other person's perspective. Like I'll talk to someone.
I like it. Okay.
Like,
okay.
I'll be like, hello, or like I'll say something and they'll act weird and like I'll walk away, and then like I'll just think like, why did I say that? And I'll just burst out laughing out loud. And just like I'll just laugh at myself, or like I'll walk and I'll see someone and I'll like
howdy stranger. They just kind of say nothing to you, and then you walk away and you just start hysterically laughing.
No, 100% what happens. Or
yeah,
like,
okay,
I'll
yeah,
be
no,
walking
that's
by.
it. That's it, Daniel. That's it.
I'll walk by someone and I'll see them, and like I'll look at them and I'll think something like, "The fuck is wrong with them?" Or like, "Someone's having a bad day."
Laugh.
And then I'll like 20 feet down the road just start cackling like the Joker out loud.
Daniel, that chalks up to creepy. Oh, that's good stuff. What place is the most embarrassing place you've ever farted?
I feel like farting in class while people are reading, when there's one person reading out loud, is always embarrassing.
Yep, popcorn reading.
Yeah.
Daniel, it's your turn. Oh no.
He just rips one.
Jeez. Oh, jeez.
Okay. Well, give me a good one. Give me a good one to end it up.
What sport would be the funniest to add a mandatory amount of drinking? Like, this person has to be drunk to play the sport. Like, what sport do you think it would be funny to add a mandatory alcohol limit to?
Oh, tennis.
Yeah, I could see that.
Tennis. Because I was thinking in my head, I'm like, football is way too technical.
Not only that, but that's just drunk. That's just people dying because concussions and that's just death everywhere.
Not only that, but not only is it technical and people dying and stuff, but also you would never get past the 20-yard line because flags would be thrown literally every 5 seconds of people going off sides. the whole time.
No, wait. What if you add drinking to football? But the coaches the refs have to be drunk.
The refs fuck, dude. The Saints would have 3 Super Bowls.
Dude. We would then be in like 80s football where everything's a flag.
You mean everything isn't a flag? Because in the 80s, you could get away with everything.
Yeah, that's what I meant. But yes. Yeah.
But I think tennis would be hilarious drunk because, like, you would have people, like, just rage hitting balls, like, 50 miles an hour at people's crotches and not even aiming for the lines. I feel like a tennis racket at least each game would be thrown over at the other person. You would have people like...
Yeah, because tennis people get, like...
Dude, tennis people rage. Mad. They are ragers. They're like little Jimmy who threw his controller because he lost Mario Kart for the first time.
Dude, did you ever do that when you were a kid? Did you ever just yeet controllers across the room?
No, I was too poor to buy more than one controller, so I never...
You knew the limit.
You will know when I'm angry because I won't throw my controller, but I slam my controller against my hand repeatedly. You probably see me do it.
Oh no, I have. I've played games with you, Daniel.
I clench the controller.
I know
you can hear it like
creaking.
You can hear it creaking, and then I'll like hold it really firmly in my right hand and just slap the side of it like repeatedly.
Yeah. No, I punch my left leg. So I understand.
Yeah. I've since I've moved out on my own though, and I have more grown-up money to throw around, I've nearly thrown a controller at my TV like 20 times.
Not at the TV.
The only reason I haven't is because of the TV, not because of the controller.
Your TV's a nice TV too.
Like the amount of times I just yell "fuck" and then wanted to like nearly threw it. And I've tossed my controller on the table before, but like I've never thrown it. No.
Yeah. No. Okay. I get you. Okay. Well, there you go.
Well, that was
36 minutes of questionnaire.
Yeah. 36 minutes of me having no fucking clue what was happening, and I hope you enjoyed it. Do you want to close this out?
Oh, sure. I mean, yeah, if you want to. Everybody thought we just left. If you liked this episode, I hope you liked it, because that'd be cool. And, leave a like, leave a comment, subscribe if you want to. If you want to hear more of the bullshittery and movie reviews, that would be pretty sick. You can find us here on the YouTube or the Spotify at The Noted or A Noted Podcast, correct?
The Noted Podcast. The only thing that has A Noted Podcast is Twitter.
Okay. We're on Twitter and we're on Instagram and Noted Podcast, The Noted Podcast, A Noted Podcast. You'll see it. It's got the red letters and the black noted on it. So you'll see us. If you like us, follow us. If talk about us with some friends.
Yeah.
That'd be pretty cool.
And if you don't like us, tell me why you don't like us in the comments.
Yeah. And then we can talk about that.
If we can't farm fans, should we just start farming haters? I think that's
Dude,
what I've learned.
Either way, I mean, that's what it's going to turn into. I'm about it.
Yeah, I think that's what I've learned from young social media stars like Jake Paul and Logan Paul. It's almost better to have people who hate you than people that like you.
Yeah, so it's like, maybe you saying fuck yeah to slavery is a good thing, Daniel.
I did not know. No, I'm not.
It's a joke. Jokes.
No, that's the type of thing in 8 years someone's going to take that, like, if we ever become popular.
I know, that's why we have to say jokes. I hate it. I'm not about it. It was all jokes.
Fuck yeah, slavery.
Yeah. That's been this week. 40 minutes of what the fuck's going on here? I have one last question for you.
Okay.
In one sentence, I would like you to sum up the internet.
A cesspool of brilliance, ideas, and porn.
You heard it here first, folks. That'll be our new description.
Mm-hmm.
This week on Noted. Okay, bye.